Hello and welcome to Everything To Guppy, the Binding of Isaac podcast that talks about every trinket in the Binding of Isaac series of video games. My name is Gary Butterfield, and with me as always is a dude who's had too many drugs at the party, William Hughes.
Hey Gary, it's me, it's Faded Will.
Hey, Faded Will.
Hey man.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going good. Do you have any I was gonna say cocaine in a funny way, and then I remembered that's like a very specific John Mulaney bit.
Yeah. Well, and also, like, if you're, this kind of faded, you probably don't want to ruin your mellow.
Oh no, I kind of want to get hyped again.
You want to get crossfaded?
Yeah, I want to. Yeah. Do you just have like a big, like several spoonsful of nutmeg?
Yeah.
I can nutmeg challenge myself back to a slightly more active version of myself.
Here you go. Here's a couple spoonfuls.
Yeah.
Sorry, they're in non-regulation spoons.
Yeah, those are extremely non-regular. Is that got like a naked baby on the handle?
Well, I carved him myself. It's Scrimshaw.
Oh, wow. Is it Scrimshaw if a white guy does it?
Let me put a little asterisk in this. I had to think about that in a way that I don't want you to have to edit out.
My bus is here. Bye.
Oh, okay. Say hi to Burnout Gary.
God, those two guys get together.
Those guys, they're going to have a great
time.
Those guys are going to have a great time talking about Scrimshaw and racial politics. It is Trinket Sunday, of course.
Sunday, Monday,
Trinket.
days, Tuesday, Wednesday,
Trinket.
days, Thursday, Friday,
Trinket.
days.
Polaroid. That's a Nickelback lyric, right?
Yeah, I think. Well, there's or the picture. Like, see that photograph. It says photograph.
Maybe it's photograph. Yeah,
it is photograph.
Yeah, because they don't want to get sued.
Because there's also the filter song, like, take my picture so I won't remember.
Sounds pretty weedasy.
You remember that one?
Sounds pretty weedasy.
It was. Their first album was all Hey Man, Nice Shot, and then they came out like later and like, take down my airplane. Like they did this like Wheatus.
They're the airplane band.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Filter. That's the same people who did the Hey Man, Nice Shot music video about Bud Dwyer.
Yeah. Anyway, this is Teenage Dirtbags.
Yeah.
We're talking about the video for Faded Polaroid today.
Yeah. The video for Photograph. Look at this graph. I didn't know what this did.
Neither did I, Gary.
There's like a dozen trinkets that look just like this that I ignore all of them.
Yeah.
Like the missing paper, wanted missing poster.
Yeah. All of these like obscure labels on not immediately obvious effects.
Yeah, just crumpled something or other.
The old crumples.
I'll pick it up if it's in my way.
Gary, can I toss some syllables at you?
Please.
Crumple Stiltskin.
Ooh.
It's an idea. It's not a character. It's just an idea.
Rumpelkillskin.
Okay. I like it. It's getting a little Marvel-y for me, I think.
Yeah?
A little bit.
Because of Killmonger?
Yeah.
I mean,
exactly
he would be reclaiming his heritage.
Yeah.
From the British Museum.
Uncle Pilsner.
Pilskin?
Uncle Pliskin.
Uncle Pliskin.
Iroquois Pliskin.
Yeah. Ooh. I just finished Revengeance yesterday.
Oh.
You ever play that game?
Yeah, I enjoy it.
Yeah, I figured you'd like it. Like, I like it with caveats. Like, it's not my genre.
I like a game where you, like, control the sword with the right stick.
Yeah. I like that I like that at a Revengeance length. Mm-hmm. But I'd forgotten about the ending of that, which I played when I was a very different person.
Yeah, when you were more into the idea of a super weightlifting pro-American senator beating up a ninja.
It was more like, I just don't think I really understood like Senator Hulk.
I mean, he's got a lot of very nuanced ideas, Gary.
No, that's exactly the thing, though, is that I was trying to actually pay attention to what I was like trying to figure out what his philosophy was.
Yeah.
And it's very confusing and good. Like, everyone just fights whatever wars they want.
Well, that's like every fucking Metal Gear game where it's like the philosophical divide in Metal Gear is the people who think war is good because it gives warriors something to do, and the people are like, no, kills a lot of people.
It's because it's incredibly fucking juvenile.
Yeah.
Like, it is one of the most philosophically juvenile series that I've ever been, and people give it tons of credit because it has a philosophy at all.
Yeah.
But like, this is just was such a naked version of it. Like, I don't know. I was just, it was late, losing it.
Yeah. Anyway, this is Watch Out for Fireballs.
Yep. Premium episode this month on Revengeance. What does this even do?
It periodically makes enemies confused.
Yeah, because you disappear.
Yeah.
So you blend in the background, similar like the camo shorts effect, but instead of doing what that does, which is de-aggro enemies, it makes them confused. Occasionally.
We don't know what that means exactly. Can we pause for a second?
Yeah.
Sammy has managed to do something weird to my...
I don't remember who was saying what.
You were saying... We started saying what it actually does.
Yeah. We say it makes enemies confused occasionally.
People, my cat was holding down the enter button on my keyboard, so we had to stop down for a second.
It's been several months since the first half of this episode and this half of the episode.
Yeah.
We're deep into the Harris administration now.
I mean, and she's doing great, the chip in my head says.
Yeah. The 5G Biden come.
Wild.
Hey, Bill and Melinda Gates broke up.
Oh my God.
Meat's back on the menu, boys.
Hell yeah. Can't believe how good Elon's first episode was, and his second, and his third, and his fourth.
It was I did not expect it to be funny.
But it's the funniest fucking thing ever. Yeah, because he's not funny. He's like a toxic piece of shit.
He's really
such
toxic.
A good monologue
he thinks
host.
He's very funny, but he's actually did extremely well.
Yeah, so much so that they made him the permanent host. They finally did it, man. They finally found him.
They've been searching for longer than they've been searching for fucking Jeopardy.
Right?
Like, they've been searching for a permanent host for SNL forever.
40 years?
Yeah, just really ridiculously long time. What else happened during the blip?
Oh, the Night Wars?
Yeah. Night Wars.
Where people are fighting over the darkness shortage?
Well, there was the other Night Wars as well, where the Teutonic fellas came out with the swords and shit.
Sure.
And were fighting.
Darkness shortage is a fun idea. Let's think about that for a second.
The tabletop game I'm playing, it's very dark, and apparently there are places really deep down in this land where they use light as a currency.
Cool.
Which is a really cool idea that we just haven't seen yet in the tabletop game.
Yeah, you'd have to get down further.
Yeah, we got to get down further. We had to bring some light with us. I am not sure about the mechanics of this game. I like how Riff is running it, but
my new head is doing okay.
Sure. I was going to ask you about that. I haven't seen it yet, of course, because of COVID-21.
Sure. It's very Corsican.
Okay. I thought you would go for the Ionic model, but
yeah, no. But it is. You are right, Gary. It's a big column.
Yeah.
Now because I have a weekly column, so now I'm a column
professional columnist.
Yeah.
He gets to go be a column.
Yeah.
What else? Black Widow was okay.
It's weird that they had her like jump back up from, like, the end of it is like they cut to the cliff and her opening her eyes and then bungee jumping back up off the cliff.
Yeah, saying don't ask me to do that again. And then popping back on the cliff and giving Red Skull a high five. That was real weird. But she'll be back. That's good.
Yeah.
Join the Eternals or whatever.
Keep ScarJo busy.
Yeah. That seems like a good idea. That's all the things that happened.
That's every single thing that happened in the months since I had to stop down recording because Sammy was laying on my enter button on my keyboard.
Yeah. If you want more updates from the future, encourage Will's cat to be a weirdo.
Gary, this trinket's nothing. But they did add a neat use case for it in Repentance. Where there's a door in Repentance that normally you need the Polaroid or the negative to open. But if you have this, you can also use it. Yeah, and I think that's cool. It is cool. It's not really useful, but it's cool. Acting as trinkets acting as like substitute special items is really cool. Have you seen the toy guppy thing or whatever? No. It's a trinket whose entire use is that it acts as 1/3 of the guppy transformation. That's fantastic. It does nothing else though. That's great. And I'm like, that's really cool. That kind of plays in the similar space to this. Yeah. So like, the long and the short of this trinket is that confusion is not a very useful ability, even when you have control over when it's happening.
Yeah.
Like, even with like Camo Boy, which is like at least kind of interesting because it gives you the effect when you enter a room until you shoot. This is just randomly, sometimes enemies won't come for you.
It's my least favorite out of those effects too. Like I like slow and fear more than this. Like fear will stop you from getting contact damage. Slow, I think, is actually just really useful.
Yeah.
Confusion or concussed is bullshit.
Probably tied with charm. I don't like that charmed enemies can hurt you.
Yeah, I don't like that either. And it also doesn't last very long, and charm is not very good. So bad trinket.
Good day. That would have been a good night, but we got to do admin.
Bad trinket, good night. Yeah, it's an all right day so far.
Yeah, can we shove any more Duckfeed shows in here before we end the episode?
Ooh. We're wrapping up our Demon Souls remastered coverage this week.
Yeah.
Talking about the final couple Archstones and that. We get 3 episodes out of it. And we're not even talking about the soundtrack that much. Yeah. It's just we're just revisiting the areas and talking about cool things that changed, and we just both haven't played those areas in a while.
Yeah. Bulletaria 5. Boy, that game evaporated from my brain so fast, man.
That's fast. It's sticking with me. I like the new version of it, and the later areas I think look amazing. Have like really improved. Like when that game came out, everyone was like, "Oh man, it sucks because I wanted the weird PS3 graphics." And I was like, "Yeah, but the Valley of Defilement looks really cool now because it looks like things."
It does.
Like you can see what things are.
Yeah, you can see all the different viscera, and you can see yourself die so fast because of how toxic works in that game.
Yeah. Plague.
Plague. I apologize.
Yeah, it used to be Plague for some reason.
All right.
Anywho. That's Bonfireside Chat. We really caught the cadence of that the same way.
Umbasa.
Wow. Umbasa. This is like synced it. Patreon.com/Duckfeed.tv is how you get Bonfireside Chat.
Yeah.
It's like,
if you pay money, you'll get good shows.
Yeah. And you should, I know that it's a pain to find them, like the RSS thing, and it's people who just join for one show have a hard time getting them. I get it. It's not something we can fix right now. I apologize. But you're getting them.
Gary's very sorry.
It's not a lack of will. It's something we can't,
Nothing.
It's something we don't have the power to fix.
Gary, let me handle this.
Okay.
Everybody, Gary is so sorry about this. He's so sorry. He's so sorry, everybody. Please.
If I ever get canceled as a streamer, can I hire you to do my apology notes app?
Absolutely, Gary. As long as I am allowed infinite space to write. Please. Come on. Hey, come on.
I'd forgive you. You can also leave us a rating or review.
Yeah, like this one from Odyssey McGabhan, which was left on Podcast Addict.
Thank you.
Now take a podcast about a computer game, the sergeant said. What is a podcast about a computer game? Only millions of little bits of podcast about a computer gameness whirling around and doing intricate convolutions inside the podcast about a computer game. What else is it but that? That's a 5-star review. I don't get that one.
It is a reference to something, but I do not know.
Absolutely a reference to something, Gary. Or a beautiful expression of creativity.
I just assumed it was from Doom Eternal because
this one I don't think it was.
Back when I used to go to video game conventions.
Sure.
If ever I saw somebody cosplaying.
And will one day again.
One day again, yeah, hopefully. Anytime I saw cosplay I didn't recognize, for the longest time, it was always League of Legends.
Yeah.
And then it was always Dota.
Yeah, and now they have a lot of characters, and they're all super horny looking.
I don't know what any of them are. It's just like, what the fuck? I know that's something. Nobody dresses like that just for no reason, but...
Or a Fortnite. Fortnite is the wildest one because they don't have... There's no... We've discussed this, I think, somewhat recently. There's no actual characters in Fortnite. There are just costumes. Just costumes.
And like every once in a while, the characters in Fortnite are Captain America.
Sometimes.
So really, like a lot of video game conventions have a lot of Fortnite characters.
Yeah, that's a good point, Gary. In fact, anyone you see could be a Fortnite character. Grab your gun.
Good night.
That's my new sign off.
Yeah.
Americans, grab your gun.
Americans, remember the Second Amendment and arm yourselves. This message from Everything to Guppy.